So President Trump decided to pull out of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Naturally, he needs a safe space because he'd be triggered by the various microaggressions in the jokes that he would be the butt of. So here's what he said on Twitter. I will not be attending the White House Correspondents Association dinner this year. Please wish everyone well and have a great evening. So my overall take on this is actually a little different. Now, clearly he is doing it because he's a thin-skinned bitch, and, you know, he can't take any criticism. That's not just me saying it. There's been various reports from officials inside the White House who are like, you have to tiptoe around his ego because, yes, it's that fragile. But overall, I actually don't even think this dinner should exist. Now, I know that might be a buzzkill for a lot of people who might like it, but to me, it shows a fundamental systemic problem, which is how the media and the White House are usually too chummy. And that means that they're all elite, they're all part of the establishment, and oftentimes that means unwittingly they end up doing propaganda for the people in power. Because, it's my buddy, you know, I was at the dinner and he was nice to me, he shook my hand, he kissed my wife on the cheek, he was a good guy, he was a good president, what am I going to do? You know, am I going to really harshly and strongly call out the bad actions that they take, where civilians are killed overseas, or they deregulate the banks, or whatever? So they're too chummy. I want an adversarial relationship between the press and the White House, or just the press and the government in general. But either way, this is an opportunity now to really give it to Donald Trump. And there's this guy, his name's Anthony Adamanowicz, and he is by far and away the best Trump impersonator. Don't even say a goddamn thing about Alec Baldwin in my presence, because I actually think his impersonation is not that good. I mean, the makeup is good and they make him look like him, but it's over the top and it's not, he doesn't have Trump's mannerisms down, and I really don't even like Alec Baldwin's impersonation, to be honest. But now Anthony Adamanowicz, on the other hand, oh my God, does he do the best Trump impersonation? It's not even close. It's amazing. There are nights where I watched him impersonating Trump for hours on end because I couldn't get enough and I couldn't stop laughing. So what we're trying to do, along with many other people who've had the same idea, is we're trying to get him to fill in for Trump. So you go about the Correspondents' Dinner as if Trump is there, and Anthony Adamanowicz plays the Trump role, and I want to give you a taste of some of his work here, and then we'll come back and I'll let you know how we're going to get this done.
I mean, Bernie has his own ice cream flavor. Why shouldn't I have my own ice cream flavor? It's unbelievable. I would have tremendous ice cream, Don. The best ice cream, the creamiest ice cream. Frank, I need to win this thing tonight.
You gotta go after that Jew!
That Jew communist. He's a Jew communist.
That Jew communist socialist.
That Jew communist socialist Sandinista.
That Jew communist socialist Sandinista.
That Jew communist socialist Sandinista guzzler. I want your supporters, Bernie. Please,
Not gonna happen.
give them to me.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, let me tell you something right now. I appeal to old Jews and young hipster Jews in unbelievable ways. I want them all. I want the young Jews, the big Jews, the small Jews, the fat Jews. I want every kind of Jew, and I want to choose the Jew. It's choose your own Jew menu as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I have Trump steaks, I have Trump wine, I have Trump Trumps, I have Trump everything. Hi, how are you? Donald Trump. I'd shake your hand, but you look very poor. We had Lying Ted. I have a new one for Ted, Special Ted. I think that's really funny, too. He's a little bit of a retard. And like that Stephen Hawking, that guy, you know what I mean? And this guy is so slick. He's like a bottle of Astroglide that's like on its side. Very greasy, very greasy. I mean, Ted Cruz is like a fetus that raised itself in a dumpster farrow, you know? That's what it looks like. And we're gonna have to deal with China. I have the same policy on women as I do the Chinese, which is that China is our enemy. You wanna go hit a rub and tug in Koreatown? Well, yeah? Good. There we go. How are you, Donald Trump?
Oh my God.
I'll take you both home right now.
Yes!
I love
That's
it.
the Don I know. I want you to go for his balls tonight, can you?
Of course I will. I mean, I don't
Balls!
I'll grab his balls. I think they hang down by his knees.
Of course
so
they
old.
do.
This guy has been cutting my hair for over 30 years. Never misses a step.
Since I was in 3rd grade.
That's right. I hired him as a very young boy. I purchased him from his father. And I'll tell you, Vladimir Putin, bald guy, very threatened by great hair.
Well, it just is important to look like a large mallard duck is sitting on his head with the duck butt in the back that just shoots out little brain duties.
That's right. And these brain duties are very important.
Yes.
They're going to be what runs this country.
Yeah, look, no, we're not. This isn't a question. This isn't a thing. We're going to mobilize. I want everybody listening to this right now. I want your help. It doesn't take long. It'll be very quick, but we got to get this guy there, man. So, the White House Correspondents' Dinner's Twitter is at WHCA. At WHCA. And I need you to tweet at them and tell them, look, pick Anthony Adamaniuk to go to the dinner. It's not a question. You have to do it. He blows Alec Baldwin out of the water. Every other Trump impersonator. You know, I saw a study, or not a study, but I saw an article that said there's a different impersonator, not Alec Baldwin, not Anthony Adamaniuk, that is the highest paid. I looked at the guy's impression. I'm like, what the fuck are people thinking? This guy is terrible. Meanwhile, Anthony Adamaniuk, I mean, look, his work speaks for itself. You don't need me to say it again here. But so what I'll do is on the screen right now on YouTube, you'll see at WHCA. You'll see Anthony Adamaniuk's Twitter. Give him a follow, but tweet at WHCA and tell them, look, you know, Anthony Adamaniuk, pick him. I would love to see this guy roast Trump as Trump there. And oh my God, think about how much that would get under Donald Trump's skin. It would be amazing. It would be the best thing ever. It would be amazing to see Trump tweeting about how this guy's impersonating him, doing a fantastic job, and he'll be like, sad, this is nothing like me. I don't know who he's trying to impersonate here, but I'm tremendous. Believe me, let me just tell you. I have to just tell you. So let's get this done, guys. Get on Twitter, get at it, get to it, because I want this to not even be a question. I want the White House Correspondents people to be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, and let's do it right now.